Welcome back, everybody. My birthday special for CraigS1996Entertainment. And we're going to be playing Deluxe Edition Super Nintendo for our next game. Let's see how we do.
This is Jeopardy!
We have Jenny and Liz today, two ladies facing me.
Here are the categories.
Categories for the Jeopardy round are going to be last movies, notice last in quotation marks, by the numbers, hats, potluck, the census, and finally, U.S. states. All right. By the numbers, 100, please.
The answer is
Avenue that's synonymous with New York City's garment district. What is 7th Avenue? By the numbers for 2.
the answer is
Members of this religious denomination sometimes call themselves by the initials SDA, who are the Seventh-day Adventists. Oh! They still took it. Okay. Sorry.
the answer is
In this movie, Marilyn Monroe provokes this condition in Tom Yule when his wife on vacation. What is the 7-year itch? For 400, please. Same category.
the answer is
Abby Hoffman, Rainey Davis, Jerry Rubin, Lee Weiner, John Freund, Tom Haley, and Dee Dillinger. Who are the Chicago 7?
the answer is
Dangle your tootsies while surfing. What is Hang 10? Good. I'll take hats for 100.
the answer is
This circular French cap came back into style when Faye Dunaway wore one in Bonnie and Clyde. What is a beret?
the answer is
Your high school graduation wouldn't be complete without the square, flat hat with a tassel. What is a mortarboard? Let's take 300, please, for hats.
the answer is
A member of the PBA, or what the British normally call a derby. What is a bowler? Hats for 400.
the answer is
This red felt hat had been the national headdress of Turkey until it was banned in 1925. What is the fez? Okay.
the answer is
This round woolen cap was named after the title hero of a Robert Burns poem. What's a tam o'shanter? last movie's 100?
The answer is.
Daniel Day-Lewis starred in this film based on James Fenimore Cooper's novel. What is The Last of the Mohicans? I'll take 200, please. Last movies.
The answer is.
In this film, Jack Nicholson and Otis Young try to show Randy Quaid a good time on his way to the brig. The Last Detail. Okay, going to the census for 100.
The answer is.
An organ of touch for cat. For Mr. Claus, they're just as white as snow. What are whiskers? Sorry, Charlie. Starkist wants tuna that tastes this way. What is good?
The answer is.
You may have guessed that intuition is called this, numerically speaking. What's a sixth sense?
The answer is.
Oyez, oyez, oyez. Oyez is simply Anglo-French for this courtroom phrase. What is hear ye?
The answer is.
Irish wolfhounds were bred to hunt by this sense. What is smell? Or what is sight? Yeah, sight, not smell. Alright.
The answer is.
Spencer Tracy was an old Pole in his final campaign in this film based on Boston Mayor Curley. Oh, The Last Hurrah.
The answer is.
Edwin Armstrong invented this, now the most popular radio band in the U.S. What is frequency modulation? Okay.
The answer is.
This royal child was born at 18 minutes past 8 p.m. on the 8th day of the 8th month of 1988. Who is Princess Beatrice of York?
The answer is.
This English suffix that follows sud, shrews, and Glaston means castle. What is Bury? B-U-R-Y. For 400, please.
The answer is.
Bible says it contained Aaron's rod and a pot of manna, as well as the Ten Commandments. What is the Ark of the Covenant?
The answer is.
This 44-karat blue diamond was presented to the Smithsonian in 1958 by Harry Winston. What is the Hope Diamond?
The answer is
In a Neil Simon play and movie, Alan Arkin was the last of this kind of lovers. What is Red Hot?
the answer is
The film story of the farewell concert of the group called The Band. The Last Waltz.
the answer is
State with an entire museum devoted to barbed wire, but as far as we know, there's no photo museum. What is Kansas? Two.
the answer is
The state was the setting for Anna Ferber's 1958 novel Ice Palace. What is Alaska?
the answer is
South Carolina's flag has a blue field with this state tree in the center. What is palmetto?
the answer is
The Southeast state's official seal depicts an Indian girl strolling flowers. Florida.
the answer is
The state's Black Warrior Dimensional Force was renamed in honor of Cholula Bankhead's dad. Alabama. Alright. So at the end of the Jeopardy round, I have $10,100. Liz, $1,300. Jenny, $600. Let's play double Jeopardy.
Here are the categories.
The categories are Holland, famous folks, famous quotes, women athletes, prisons, and finally, 1980s pop music. Alright.
The answer is
42 people were killed during his 5-day siege at this Western New York prison in 1971. What is Sing Sing? It isn't Sing Sing. Attica. Oh, that's right, yeah.
the answer is
His real name was Eric Hilliard Nelson. Hilliard was his mother's stage name. Who is Rick Nelson? Famous Folks 400.
the answer is
Most of the songs she sang on her Broadway album were written by Stephen Sondheim. Who's Barbara Streisand?
The answer is.
Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis was an editor of the singer's autobiography, Moonwalk. Who's Michael Jackson?
The answer is.
Star of Witness and Top Gun who now owns a restaurant in Key West, Florida. Who is Kelly McGillis? Good. 1,000, please.
The answer is.
Stedman Graham is her steady boyfriend. Who's Oprah Winfrey? Prisons for 4. I'll do 1,100. Federal Penitentiary, one of only 6, is located on the Missouri River in Kansas. What is Leavenworth? Prison 600.
The answer is.
In a 1953 film, William Holden escaped from this Nazi prison camp. No, it's a hyphenated camp. Stalag 17. Oh wait, it's not hyphenated. Never mind.
The answer is.
In Holland, he's known as Sinterklaas. Who is Santa Claus? Let's go back.
The answer is.
While Marquette has a university named for him, this partner got stuck with an Illinois person. Who was Joliet?
The answer is.
Slang for a 2-masted sailing ship or the prison on it. Brig. Alright.
The answer is.
Jean Maiden of Salone, Ohio set a women's record by rolling 11 perfect games in this sport. What is bowling?
The answer is.
Beth Hyden won a bronze medal in this sport in 1980, which must have made her brother Eric proud. What is speed skating?
The answer is.
Though she became a star in this sport, Kathy Rigby McCoy never won an Olympic medal. What is gymnastics?
The answer is.
Her hearing was permanently impaired after she swam the English Channel in 1926. Who is Gertrude Everall?
The answer is.
A 1988 and 1992 Olympic gold medalist in the heptathlon, she followed Joe's sister-in-law. Who's Jackie Joyner Kersey? Good. Okay, let me have Holland 400.
The answer is
Right. The Holland Herald is this airline's in-flight magazine. What is KLM Royal Dutch Airlines? Holland 600.
the answer is
At Klampenborg in Amsterdam, you can watch these being made. What are wooden shoes? The hat collars of porters of this food at the Alkmaar market indicate the guild they work for. What is cheese?
the answer is
Aruba separated from this island group in 1986 and will be fully independent in 1996. What are the Netherlands Antilles?
the answer is
At Lincoln's deathbed, Edwin Stanton said, "Now he belongs to thee." What are the ages?
the answer is
Profession of Bob Fitzsimmons, who said, "The bigger they come, the harder they fall." What is a boxer?
the answer is
Nelson said, "England expects that every man will do this and die thanking God for his." What is his duty?
the answer is
Completes John Atkins' line. Power tends to is corrupt.
the answer is
Napoleon said it's one step away from the sublime. What's the ridiculous?
the answer is
Bobby McFerrin won 3 Grammy Awards, including Song of the Year with this song. What is Don't Worry, Be Happy? For 400, please.
the answer is
Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson both had #1 singles with him in the 1980s. Who's Paul McCartney? Uh, 600.
the answer is
Title of the 1986 hit by Falco, asked this composer to rock me. Who's Amadeus?
the answer is
In the name of the this 1985 group of 46 singers, the USA stands for United Supportive Artists. What is USA for Africa? Last clue.
The answer is
Denise Williams' hit Let's Hear It for the Boy was heard in this 1984 Kevin Bacon film. What is Footloose? $45,000 is where I stand. Liz, 2,300. Jenny, 1,400. Category is Star Trek. All right. This character's dress uniform includes a kilt. I'll say who is Dr. Spock.
the final Jeopardy answer is
It's Scotty, so I was wrong. But that's okay. So I have $44,546, but that's good. Enough for a win. See you all for that next segment right after this break. We will be right back.